Dust, you just now jumping back into the server as well?
Yeah, I'm just loading up. I've been having issues with GoTV all night, man.
You and me both, brother.
But I think we're good now for the most part, even though everything looks really messed up. But the overlay in the game looks completely screwed. Hold on a second.
Oh, your game overlay screen. Oh, that's different. I was having all sorts of issues. My favorite issue of the night, though, was the Winterfox and Method team names switching over to the opposite side. That's a excellent way to troll a caster. GoTV, like it. Pistol round is underway, by the way, and Method rocking the T side. Gonna put all 5 players up at top mid. Interesting to note, though, Winterfox, not asserting any mid control whatsoever. Instead, they're stacked rather heavily on the A side. There's XP3 getting the opening pick at connector. And then another one compliments of Desi. And look at his long-range USP. Tap, tap, tap. Desi now finishing the job. It's a 3K round so far. It's up to Toy to now unload with a Tech 9. Not meant to be. And there's a single point. Won by Desi.
So Winterfox taking the pistol round here on the CT side. Big round there from Desi with 3. If you're going to see Method, of course, not having a bomb down on the round. See them force up a bit here, getting some P250s to Tech 9 on the Davy, as well as some armor being dispersed as well. So they're a little bit slow to get out of T-spawn, as we are going to see them load up a lot of players here inside Palace. It seems like they want to just try to get a smoke down the center of the site, just hope to play for a plant. But there are 3 players in the area here, Lex, XP3, and Desi. Flowstick already starting to rotate a bit, so they should be well prepared for this.
Smoke's coming on down, but Desi, yeah, he's set up on top of Ticket Booth, and that's just going to allow him to go ahead and open up the site. Doesn't matter, though. T's still able to stream on in silent. Going to plant in smoke. 2 rotating in from connector. They should have a pretty good idea of where silent is, especially right now. Gets taken down. Flowstick's going to go ahead and watch towards CT. Gets dropped. That pulls Anger off the bomb. Takes the kill. Gets the defuse.
Yeah, so a costly round for the CT side for sure. They have to rebuy on 4 players. And not only that, the Method did get a bomb plant, and they did it at a pretty low cost. They didn't go like everyone Tech 9, everyone armor. They only got armor on 2 players, and they really lightly went with their pistols. Only a couple of guys with the Tech 9, so they can actually force buy here, and they do. They're going to get 2 AKs of Galil and a couple of Mac 10s. They know they have a chance to really punish Winterfox, who was really low on cash. If they reset Winterfox here, they would actually be pretty much in double save territory. That's Method jumping up to a 3-2 lead off the back of that, actually, when you think about the money situation. So this could be a big opportunity for Method, as they are setting up for what looks to be some type of A split, trying to throw some nades at mid to keep people guessing, but it definitely seems like their intention is to do some type of 3 smoke setup on this A bomb site.
Yeah, the flash kind of worked. You saw 2 players at connector looking the other way, but by now they're not quite sold. Smoke's dropping in on the A side. Toy's going to be on entry. And it's 2-pronged. Toy's able to tag up quite a few players, forcing them to go ahead and play for retake. Lex spraying. Finds silent. Bomb goes down. And the retake strategy is really working out quite nicely for them, though. They're able to coordinate with their teammates. 1 from CT. 2 from connector. But Method's already got good post-plant positions. Look at Lex.
Kind of trading back and forth, though. Both players are trapped inside Palace. The bomb is being diffused already. Anger is covering his Palace as well. And they will get the kills, and Anger does have a kit, so he will get this diffuse. And so it will be Winterfox winning at 3-0. Very, very close round, though. Method did a great job on the initial execute. Had those smokes down, really forced Winterfox to play for the retake. It helped out that Lex was actually able to get like a random spam through the smoke at CT spawn to get a quick 5-on-4, but still Method getting full site control, trading even into a 3-on-3 there in the end, but still somehow Winterfox makes the retake happen, you know, and it's going to be Winterfox up 3-0. Method on another kind of force buy here, very low on utility, 3 guys on Galil, so they don't have the healthiest, you know, economy to work with in this round, so they're allowing Winterfox a chance to maybe pull out a little bit further ahead. But these rounds have still been very expensive. I mean, Winterfox is buying down to $0 quite a lot. So I mean, you can see Method trying to, you know, reset their economy and force them into a double save. So that's still a threat for Winterfox.
Yeah, much less utility this time around. Method's going to go ahead and do a standard mid take. pushing 1 through underpass and then 2 up top. That's going to work out, but it's just unfortunate they lost that player inside of the B site as well. Big control. Flow6 is going to go ahead and get really aggressive, trying to peek on out. Finds a kill before he ends up backing off. Bomb is still at the back of mid, which means Davey's going to have to go ahead and back off and pick this bomb up. He's super low, down to 12 health. The rest of the players setting up. Look at Legia. Manages to work himself into CT. Spots 2. This is beautiful. All he has to do is be quiet, play smart. There's 1. There's 2. Legia.
Yeah, that's a big play. That pretty much kills the whole round here, as Leggy just being able to slip in behind there and CT spawn and get those 2 kills for free. It was such a tight round throughout up until that point. It was really either once, but then you just see Legia breaking it open there, slipping in like that. Not even sure how he got there. Did he get boosted through a window, or did he just...
I don't know. I saw it late. I see this orange dot in CT, and I thought, well, what's happening here?
Yeah, and I mean,
really
so again... It's just method force buying repeatedly, knowing what the rewards they could yield from it, which is resetting Winterfox's money where they have none and basically forcing a double save out of them. So now Method has a great chance to just go ahead and tie this game right back up at 3-all.
Could be. They've got a really solid shot at it, but they're going to be very aggressive, and they're going to run into a hard stack for Winterfox on the A site. They're not going to fully commit to it, but now they've got so many picks, so many entry kills that... you have absolutely no choice. Justin now knows. One's hanging out on the right side of Palace. And that's just superior firepower right there. I mean...
Yep. Not much to say. Just having a bit more to work with and just kind of overwhelming the site based on that. And Winterfox, again, just forced on pistols.
3 nades.
A few nades, yeah. They're going to stack A again, probably pre-nading ramp in anticipation of some big A hit again. Not going to happen, though. Everyone's actually drifting towards upper B, which is completely open. No one is playing B. There will be a quick rotate, but B is open.
Yeah, Method should know what's going on here. They count 1, 2, 3 grenades going real fast at the A site. Have a pretty good idea. It might be a stack. Look at the smoke.
Look at this flank from Lex. I don't know why Desi's pushing Palace. No need. Lex is already flanked T-spawn, but Lex could still make a play here.
He's going to find Davey. Oh, no. Davey catches him just out of the corner of his eye. Then Flow6 goes ahead and pushes up. And yeah, what looked like it was going to be a solid flank play. Sneaky play for Winterfox. Grabbing a couple of kills. Just fell apart.
And the problem is, because Desi went for the push Palace to flank mid, he basically put himself out of contention to assist his team at all. It was just... not really a good rotate when you already have Lex doing this exact same thing and you're like way behind him. It would have been better if he would just connect her to help out with the mid attack, but nonetheless, it was a round that was always going to be a favorite for Method, as they did have, you know, the full guns. They had avoided the initial stack at A, and they had gotten mid control and even pushing the upper B. So, I mean, they always kind of had it in their hands. It was always going to be kind of crazy if Winterfox was pull it out. And Method will even it up at 3-all early in the game.
Seems like either a genuine lack of communication or kind of a lapse of game sense. Not looking up at your minimap in that situation. You called it, just 3-all as we go into another gun round. Winterfox is going to be really low on money, though, so they've got to go ahead and win this round. And even if they do it, look at this toy sitting on top of $8,200. Another one's on $7,100. Hard aggression by Winterfox on mid. It's going to pay off big.
Yeah, exactly. That's really just the whole round. It's just that one little movement. Anger getting 2 quick frags off of that. XP3 holding his ground with the AWP, and so Winterfox, after the double save, able to get back into a full purchase and just come right at Method hard and fast and secure the round. And they're starting to whittle away at Method's economy. Yeah, they have enough for a full buy here, but a loss would lead to a save and advance for Winterfox to extend their lead. So still in a situation where economies are quite fragile for these two teams. They still struggle to kind of set themselves up. But Silent catching this Palace aggression, finds one. Will he find the second? Because Desi's also still putting pressure here onto Silent. And Silent will hold his ground and grab it. Big kills from him.
Yeah, but meanwhile, we've got a little bit of action going on favoring the CTs down by mid. Too late, though, because Palace foul. Lex is going to find himself out of position. Anger flamed off. Try to move away, get away. But the fire spreads out. Burned alive by Toy. And then Justin finishes off the shot. That what a terrible situation. Hot feet, hot feet, hot feet.
The funniest part was XP3 jumped out of window, the rotate connector at the same time someone jumped into window from like the railings at catwalks. They like jumped right by each other in the window, and then XP3 got shot in the back because of that. So that was all another funny thing that actually happened there. But this is a big play from Silent. Immediately forces Winterfox onto a save as their economy has been reset again, and Method just plowing into the A bombs have to reap the benefits of the low firepower of Winterfox, and it's working out well so far.
The camper's just locked on Legio for the most part. He's just walking into the site, single-handedly mopping up. Scores a 3K, all injury kills, walking right in. And, yeah, that is how you anti-eco. Just step in and kill them all. The easy strat, the easy way out. 5-4 score line at this point. Keep in mind, if you are just joining us, this is map number 3. The winner of this map is going to take the series. Cobble went in favor of Method. Dust 2 goes in favor of Winterfox, both by quite a long shot. 16-6 and 16-7, respectively.
Yeah, two very one-sided affairs. This game has been much more tense, very much so back and forth. Seems like Method has gained a slight edge here as they've won the last couple of rounds in a row, the last 5 of 6, and they've been messing around with Winterfox's money quite a lot. So you see them gearing up at upper B with a lot of forces. Davey just lurking over here at mid, so Anger going to have to try to make a big play by himself.
Well, Anger's going to find himself completely blind. Does a little bit of spray down, not able to do any legitimate damage, though. And B-site falls just like that. Flow sick. I don't know where or how he was still in the B-site there. He ends up getting picked off, leaving Desi all alone on the retake in market. Gets 1 kill. And now he's got the op picked up. Watching the corner. Oh, just misses that flick reaction. Still stuck in a 1v2. Bomb finally going to go down by Silent. Or Davey peeks the corner. And Desi just knocked out at the window.
I have to say, even though Lucky's been playing with the 150 ping, I feel like every round he's entered like at A or even there at upper B, he's been able to find 1 or 2 entry frags almost every single time.
HPB.
So he's really helping open up these sites for Method, and the rest of the team are also performing. Again, very tight frag distribution here for Method. The other 4 guys are only 1 or 2 frags apart, and again, they just have Winterfox on such a low buy here. Just P250s and a Deagle onto Lex. And so Method has a chance to roll out a 7th round here with ease. Not much to work against them, but we see the mid aggression again from Winterfox. Very focused up here at mid and window, but Method dealing with it just fine.
Yeah, it looked like Winterfox actually left B site mostly empty. And that's the direction the bomb ends up going. Doesn't even matter, though. Method's able to just mop up the mess of the ecoing Winterfox. Fast and easy. Winterfox, though, I mean, their money is consistently being kept low.
Yep.
Buying up, I mean...
Yeah, they got reset in the 3rd after several close rounds that came down the 1v1s, and they got reset in the 7th round as well. So they've really been fighting to buy. Now they have a full comfortable buy this time. A little bit low on utility and no op, so they're a bit lower than maybe they want to be, but still certainly enough to contend. But this mid control from Method rolls in. They have complete control right now.
You see XP3 watching the angle. Misses the first shot, but he's able to go ahead and finish the job on Justin. Davies tagged up real big. Let's see if XP3 is able to find the kill. Wow, nice flick shot. Only 9% damage necessary, but he's able to go ahead and find it. Toys found all alone. Anger knows exactly where he is, and he's going to go ahead and take the bomb and push back. Let's lock on Toys, see where he chooses to go. Dropping into underpass. Perhaps predictable. And Lex is right there. Jumps out. Good night.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just Method going for mid control, which is fine, but missing a key element to making that work, which is having that smoke on window room. You already have enough to worry about whenever you can't really know for sure if your smoke connector is going to work, because a lot of times CDs can peek over it and still kill you going up cat. But then on top of that, XP3 is just able to hold the angle in window room and just watch you run up catwalk and get a couple of easy kills. So you got to have that smoke on the window. And now XP3 opens up with the outshot right before the smoke blooms at A ramp, and that's a big kill to kick this thing off for Winterfox, who's still very much in this game. It's a close one, but if they can win out this half, they'll still be okay if they can put together a decent T-side of their own.
See Silent, he just wants to do some sort of entry while his teammates are baiting down below. Doesn't matter, Leggy is able to start walking on into the site, and he's 1-for-1 traded on out. Silent drops in. with the AWP. 2 versus 2. He knows exactly where XP3 is. Peeks him, takes him out in jungle. Now he's going to be watching connector. This nade, though.
Oh, man, they both flashed each other at the same time, but Silent recovers first and gets the kill. And I think Winterfox is, trying to go for something tricky. They tried to go for a pop flash push on the A ramp. Desi went in for it. No one was blind, got killed, and Method able to open up the A bomb site off the back of that. So that aggression didn't really work. And when you're taking a gamble like that, when you have low money, now you're right into, a risk that doesn't pay off, and you're back to just on pistols, and you're giving Method a chance at a 9th round for free almost. So just did not pan out on that aggressive play at all. Came down to the wire, but still a 1v1 win for Method. But yeah, the push from Anger does yield the kill.
Yeah, that was a nasty kill, too. Just walking right on up with a pistol and bam, done. 1 pick at B site. That's going to draw the A players off of B, or off of A, rather, into the B site. Mid pick gives Method a tremendous amount of options at this point. Desi's going to go ahead and peek mid. Reasserting himself, trying to find some information. Sees Justin. What is that long-range USP shot? Takes Justin down 2v3. And Winterfox, even though they're supposed to lose this round, they're making it look a lot more winnable.
I mean, it's a 2v2 here. Winterfox has played themselves into it well thanks to some aggression panning out. They have Toy actually boxing and Firebox. The support's well far away. He does get 1 kill, but now it's Silent again in a 1 versus 1. He won the last one. Can he win this one as well? Desi is quite low on HP. Silent is able to find him, but Desi reacts quicker, gets the quad kill on the round. And so that's Method just maybe getting caught a little bit too spread thin. And the aggression from Winterfox early on in the round got him in a winning position, or at least a chance at winning at a 2-on-2, something you shouldn't expect when you just have pistols, but they got into that scenario and they won it. And so now it's 6-8. Very, very close half indeed.
That was an incredible round. I love the peekaboo play right there. He knew in process of elimination, right? He knows this player really ought to be coming out of Palace. And let me just go pick some sort of an off angle to peek him. Take care of that issue right away. Desi, see what he's doing. He's got 1 person in Palace that he's got to contend with. Pop flash. Pop flash works. No one's able to go ahead and convert it into a kill, though. Oh, the team flash. Desi, blind. He could have got a 2K easy.
Yeah, big entries here from Toy with just the Tech 9. Able to get 2. That opens up the A bomb site. Now just a retake for Winterfox left, but there's just dwindling. Only Anger left now in a 1v5. No HP. And just all in all, a really sloppy half from Winterfox, man. Like, they really just struggled. I mean, getting their money reset, at least 3 times throughout the half certainly hurt. They had to do a lot of saving because of that. And just Method is hitting their entries. I mean, Legia was big in this. 16 kills on the half. Had a lot of entries on both sides of the map on some of their quicker attacks. Really helped them. And again, really, yeah, even with high ping, he still made it work. And you see the rest of the team also chimed in quite well. Whereas when you look over at Winterfox, some of those guys certainly struggled, especially Flowsick.
Yeah.
And that's been a constant struggle with him.
Who was, yeah, exactly. I mean, I remember all the hype surrounding Flowsick after
yeah, I don't know why, but I mean,
after
he's a smart
Liquid,
player.
Right?
He's a smart and experienced player, but he's always kind of struggled to be a factor as a fragger. But when you're playing a lurk role like that, you have to be able to put up numbers, and he just hasn't really been able to do it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he's definitely good for his experience and his knowledge.
It's up to you as the lurk player to save the day and win the round. I mean, you look at somebody who's famous for being lurk, Hiko, who replaced Flowsick. He's able to do it. The chips are down. Look at Lex. 1-for-1 traded out, though, but still.
And with the information given to Method so they get Silent in position, they still also have 1 Davey. Upper Beat is hiding inside the smoke, waiting for his opportunity to strike, while Lecky also sets in at the catwalk. So this is a bomb down, but still good positioning from Method. They still don't know about Davey at upper, I don't think.
Dez is able to go and take a mean kill just outside of catwalk, push the corner. Feeling confident. Takes 1 more down. We end up in a 1v1. Davey, I love it. He's got the dualies, pushes around the corner, and it's going to be peekaboo left and right. And there it is. Anger drop. Lots of time on the clock for Davey.
Yep.
He even has a kit in hand.
That's actually the biggest factor in the rounds. They never actually found David Upper B. He hid in that smoke the entire time. He relied on Silent in the site and Legia flanking from catwalk to take all those initial engagements. And, they were getting kills. They were keeping it even through and through, just allowing Davey to remain a surprise factor at the end when it counted most. And, He's able to roll in and get the kill, get the defuse, and now Method are up 10-6, and a great opportunity to extend it to 12-6 here. But Winterfox will be on a bye next round, so while Method will get probably a quick 11th round, they will be challenged quite well in round number 18.
You see mid being given up almost instantaneously, and then Silent peeks the corner from window just when you thought it was too easy. Silent is right there. Nice. Does a lot of damage before he gets traded out. That ought to give Davey a little bit of confidence to go ahead and peek out around the corner. He does that. Takes Lex and also spots Bomb, so that's a tremendous amount of information. Doesn't know Flow 6 right there at the bottom of the corner, but it looks like he's going to get backed up by one of his teammates. That's Justin. Oh, surprise, Justin. Drops bomb carrier again, and Desi trapped at the top.
There it is, Method rolling out that 11th round, to be expected, as Winterfox had nothing really invested into that, but now they're on the full buy here thanks to that first round bomb plant. They have the AKs, a couple of Galeals, they have full utility, 3 smokes, 1 Molotov. Leads me to believe that they will be setting up for some type of A-hit, the 3 smokes in the common places you'd expect it to be, as well as Desi having a Molotov at some point down the line as well for later. You're already inside the palace setting up. Flowsick will be lurking over here at mid, but Legia and Justin very aggressive on this A ramp. They could bust this before they're even able to get to the side if this works out for them.
The smoke being used to go ahead and bait players into Legia. Oh, Legia pieced the corner.
So much information gained.
Yeah.
He's him setting up the smokes and such, so he knows that they're all sitting out there right now. Does even force the rotate from Silent into A dedicated, and Davies already drifting that direction.
You're going to see entry going on by XP3. Peeks around the corner, but the counter flash is very real, and it's going to cost XP3 his life. And then Desi tries to follow up. He gets flashed out, backs off, leaving the bomb carrier all alone. Somehow the kills are still happening in favor of Winterfox, putting us into a 2v2 situation now, thanks to that kill coming in from CT. Desi plants safely. Oh, but Toy coming in from Connector. Bad timing. Flowsick finishes the job. And he's going to find himself in yet another 1v1 dust.
It'd be tough. Flowsick throwing some nice flashes. The bomb, I don't know if it's planted for Flowsick, so he's going to be forced to push. No, it is kind of planted for Flowsick. He will peek out, but Davey sticks it and gets it. He will die, but it doesn't matter. He gets to defuse. Crazy round there. Certainly helped that Legia was able to push A ramp and spot what was going on and allow that early rotate. But through pure brute force, Winterfox still put themselves in a favorable position, so to speak. You know, getting into a 2v2 post plant, but right there down to the wire, Davey finds a way to get that diffuse off, and that's just crazy shenanigans, man. It's like a chance win at that point.
I'd call that spray medium to long range. I wonder to what extent the update might have had an effect on the failed spray down. Of course, he didn't even hit his first shot. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people dealing with the spray okay, even at range. I think it takes a little bit of getting used to. I think overall that's a fine change in the long run. It's just, which we haven't seen the revolver used. Hopefully these guys just had a gentleman's agreement not to put it to use.
Right.
Because that thing's ridiculous.
I look forward to trying it out. Look at Flowsick entering on the side on top of stairs. He's able to go ahead and take one in connector. Justin, though, nobody expects the one in CT. Peeks around the corner, backed up by Davey. A little pincer action and Method. Just the story of dominance. I mean, it's been back and forth, right? The Method was 16-6 on Cobble, and then Winterfox 16-7 them on Dust 2. And it looks like Method is setting up to do very much the same, unless Winterfox gets it together. They've had a flawless CT side so far, 4-round wins in a row. Winterfox finally picking up some guns. Bit of a force, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting tough here on Winterfox. They're down 7 rounds. They do have a bit of a bye going here with 3 AKs. Legia just pushing Palace with the SMG, gets 1, but just 1, even trade, so that favors Winterfox a bit. They're beginning to get on the A bomb site, but Justin just waiting at CT spawn. There's no smoke to block him off. He can just freely take these shots.
Yeah, Winterfox just walking right into the site at this point. They don't have any smokes, just 2 flashes left, and that's going to allow Justin to go ahead and peek around the corner, gets 1 kill, nice. Pulls just enough of a distraction for David to do something. Now Lex watching the bomb from Tetris. I mean, 3v1, they got too many guns on him.
Yeah, and again, it's just so hard to safely get the bomb down and get in good post-plant positions when you don't have a smoke for CT spawn. It's such a common retake point for CTs. It's so wide of an area to strafe back and forth on and get peeks, and so Justin, you know, just able to stick in that position and get a couple of kills late in the round to secure it for Method, and now they're up 14-6. Money's still very tight for Winterfox. Obviously, they're going to keep buying what they can, but, I mean, they're suffering when it comes to utility a little bit. This round is actually pretty healthy.
See a lot of bias.
Gonna be a tough one.
A lot of bias towards mid. Desi's going to be working his way up towards Palace. Oh, Flow6 found out by the aggression. And Winterfox, they're just going to go ahead and push up at upper. Davey knows exactly what's going on. He's going to peek up, finish it off with a quick 2K, and push all the way up. He claims control of bomb, expecting someone to be around the corner. That's going to be Desi. Oh, no, car in the middle of a reload, though. Bad timing. Desi picks up the kill on Davey, but he's still severely outnumbered.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can just see, like, Method always remaining one step ahead of Winterfox, so to speak. You know, yeah, Silent gets the kill at underpass, so Winterfox are hoping, hey, we're going to catch this guy falling back. Let's go ahead and, like, push top mid. Let's catch this guy as he falls back off underpass. But then Davey pushes Cat, kills those two guys. Right, so then Method just get even more of a manpower advantage, and then at that point, there's nothing more for Winterfox to really play for. Lex tries to push up for B. He's way spread out from the rest of his team. He gets caught, and that's just the end of the round at that point. It's just dead and done. As now it's map point for Method. Winterfox forcing what they can, but, you know, just a bunch of Galeals hoping for the best at an A hit.
Well, the A hit is underway, and they're actually able to get a couple of entry kills very fast. Has 3 entry kills. A site instantly down. And, well, problem is, Winterfox doesn't have any smokes to go and smoke it off good. XP3 is going to get caught off guard very quickly, reduced into a 2v2 problem. Toy and Davey so low. Toy down to 6 health, last man standing. Couple of headshots is all he needs, but the bomb's ticking away.
Yeah, so I mean, this round's going to go in favor of Winterfox for sure. Toy will go down, and money is still okay, though, on Method, okay? They still have guys at high 6K, high 7K, so they can do a couple of drops. They should still be able to put together a pretty comfortable buy. Justin will be, I guess, a bit limited on a maxim, but he can certainly still put that to use aggressively at A-Ramp or at Palace or what have you. And actually, no, they're taking a save here. You know, they have plenty of rounds as breathing room to take saves like this and just wait for a full comfortable buy, but they still pose a little bit of a threat here, especially that max 7 on Justin at Palace.
You're gonna see Silent.
There he goes.
1 kill right there. Silent's gonna be the first man you have to deal with at the B site. He pushes up by chair, playing the angle. It's been smoked off. Not hearing anything. He starts to get a little bit antsy. Checking around the corner. Oh, he might have just been spotted as it's smoking away by angle.
I like this jump peeking by Toy. Like, he's completely covered and he gets information on Catwalk. I don't really see that very often. That's kind of neat.
Very clever. Able to find Lex. Probably his communication that's going to go ahead and allow Lex to get dropped like that. XP3's last man standing at this point. Bombs in B. Has no choice. If he wants to go for the round, he has the YOLO it. And, yeah, it's not going to happen. 16-7. Method take the victory.
Yeah, so 3 kind of one-sided affairs in this series. We didn't get to see the first map, but it was Method winning at 16-6 on Cobble. Winterfox's map pick. Then we went on the Dust 2. We saw Winterfox pretty much dominate the map pick of Method. 16-7, I think it was when it was all said and done. Maybe it was 16-8. Can't really remember. It was something like that. And then we obviously just witnessed Mirage, where it was pretty much just a beating dished out by Method. You know, 10 rounds, or excuse me, 9 rounds on the T side in the first half. They slipped over to the CT side, only lost 1 the entire half. So, you know, just, you know, a very, very dominant victory there. And Method will move on to play against enemy GG in the lower bracket, as they will still be alive in this tournament for a chance at a slot for the Star Ladder Finals in Belarus in January for that 200K prize pool. Meanwhile, Winterfox out of the tournament. Kind of an upset loss to lose to Method for Winterfox as well, as this team continues to kind of, you know, not live up to expectations, I think is the fairest way to put it.
I don't know. I mean, Winterfox, they weren't doing particularly stellar, and then they had this sort of parabolic increase, and now, I don't know, I think they've hit their peak, and they're starting to fall right back down.
I mean, here's the thing.
Method,
you know what's weird? Is I feel like like Desi has not been the same Desi on this team as he used to be. Like he used to be this really aggressive rifler who would put up big numbers. Even on LAN, he would put up pretty decent numbers. You know, always kind of in the high teens or 20s, usually an impact kind of guy. Yeah, he certainly had his like quirks about him. People used to, you know, point out his attitude as being a problem, being maybe a bit too arrogant. Maybe people thought that his play style was a bit too aggressive, like maybe he would overextend a bit too much. So, I mean, there was certainly flaws in his play, but he was still always like a pretty solid fragger. But on this team, I've yet to really see him at that level. I feel like more often than not, I've seen him barely even breaking into the mid-teens some games. Like, it just doesn't seem like the same guy.
I wonder...
Again, go ahead.
I wonder what's actually going on with Desi. You know, a lot of these players, they do have other things going on, other commitments. Not everybody can play Counter-Strike as a full-time one and only job.
Well, that's the thing. This team is. They live together.
Are they?
They live together in a team house. They've been practicing together at the SteelSeries facility in Chicago. It's been that way for the last at least 3 weeks, if not a little bit longer than that.
And yet still they're starting to show these consistent sort of issues. Yeah, I mean, you bring up a really good point about Desi's play.
It's not just him, by the way. I'm not just pointing at one guy. I think,
yeah,
you know, Flowsick has certainly had his problems being able to put up the numbers that you expect out of a player on this level of team. I think that Anger is still...
For a while I think Flowsick was unbelievable when he was on Liquid. There was like a short period of time where he was shining so brightly, and then it ended.
And I mean, with Anger, he's just hot or cold, you know? And I feel like he hasn't had a good LAN in like a year. So it's just one of those things where they have a lot of things that struggle on this team. And, you know, I fear for their future because they're really struggling. Maybe some more grinding out in the team house at the beginning of next year will help them get to where they need to be. But, yeah, it just seems like that team is kind of... They've had to deal with a lot with roster changes and org changes, and you know, they've made so many roster moves throughout the year. Like, pretty much the only guys that remain on that team are Lex and Anger. You know, everyone else has been kind of in and out. So I think they've dealt with a lot, and that's hurt them, but they have never really found their footing this year.
I think that's a really difficult thing to deal with is a number of roster changes. I know Thorin, I think today or yesterday, he tweeted out that the single greatest thing that, or the single greatest impact thing that a team can have is a roster change, as though it was a very positive thing. And I agree with him, you know, with one star player being added to the team that can really reinvigorate a team. Hell, look at Fnatic, right? You've got Pronax. The team had not been the Fnatic of old. They're still very much top tier, but they haven't been performing at the absolute height of the name of Fnatic. And then they got rid of Pronax, they brought Dennis in, and we're starting to see the old Fnatic back. It seems like they've got this sort of mojo, if you will. It's certainly helpful, but if you do it the way we do in North America, like Winterfox has done, like Denial has done, where you're constantly replacing players, you can't help but wonder what kind of psychological effect that's going to have on your team. I mean, I had a bad game today. Am I going to get cut? Am I the next one to go? There's a lot of pressure. And then you got to learn how to deal with these new teammates.
Well, I feel like on this Winterfox team, they've always been really hesitant to cut. Like, it's not like they cut Pitt and Devil. Those two guys left for other opportunities, and they were forced to make a quick roster change. They very much are kind of loyal. Like, you know, even... I mean, the only person that they cut quick was Naf, I guess. Maybe Peter to a degree, but...
Of course, Naf's been doing great on Conquest.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It just seemed like they're in a rut. I feel like they've been in a rut for, you know, a bit too long. But we'll see what happens as we are done for the night. I think we will be back with matches on this channel, I think next week is what it looks like. A lot of matches are scheduled for the 15th, which is next Tuesday, so a week from today. Outside of that, I'm not really sure what's going on this channel. I know there's European stuff still going on as well during the day. So definitely follow this channel if you want to catch some more Starladder CSGO, as we still do look to see who's the last European team to qualify. That's still on the line. We're still looking for who our two NA teams are, and China's still looking for their one slot, as well as they actually have a LAN going on in China soon to determine that. So lots of cool stuff on the brink here. So definitely follow up. If you enjoyed the cast, you can follow me and Sabo up. Our Twitters, I think, are on the overlay on the screen. I'm at Dust Moret. He is at Pat Flanagan. It's also in the stream title if you want to give us a follow, give us some support. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. Dust, it was an absolute pleasure to cast with you once again, and I want to thank StarSeries for having me on with this cast. Hope to do a little bit more. And awesome. Good games. See ya. Good games and good night.